What is up, guys? It's your boy Badge Plug, and today I've got for you a really good new build that I've already grinded out. The build's not maxed out yet, but it's pretty close, and this build, as you all know, is not going to be in the meta like a playmaking shot creator. I like to create my own sort of meta. So it's going to be a shooting guard position, and every single build in this pie chart is pretty much made to be a lockdown, but this is going to be an ISO lock that you can also take screens with. You can do any play style, but mainly it's going to be an ISO lockdown, and you'll see what I'm talking about. The main ISO lockdown build would be a two-way pass first guard, two-way pass first wing, or a two-way playmaker, right? It's going to be this pie chart right here that gives you Hall of Fame defense and Hall of Fame playmaking badges. But as I've said so many times this year, I 100% believe you do not need Hall of Fame playmaking badges. There's no reason to miss out on a whole other extra Hall of Fame category just to get Hall of Fame quick first step and a few other badges. You can pretty much move just as fast and also get Hall of Fame shooting. So this is the pie chart right here: Hall of Fame defensive badges and Hall of Fame shooting. Now, you usually only see this build as a lockdown spot up in the corner, you know, like a perimeter lockdown, but this can ISO, it can take screens, and it can be a spot up. It can literally do anything you want it to do. All right, so into the build, it's gonna have the maximum speed on your physical pie chart. All right, so for the finishing, you're gonna max out your close shot, driving layup, and driving dunk. You're only going to get one finishing badge, but as you see, you're still going to have pretty decent finishing. Now, if you hit level 39, let's say you've hit it twice already, you're going to get the 2 extra badge points. Make sure to put them on finishing, and you can use gold limitless takeoff. I've only hit level 39 once, so I'm gonna have 2 finishing badges, and I'm gonna have silver limitless takeoff. So this is gonna help you a lot because, like I say on my facilitating finisher and my two-way slasher, you actually don't posterize people as much as people think on this game. Most of your dunks are limitless takeoff dunks, but that's not what this build is about. You know, every build can be different in their own way, but the shooting though is going to be really nice. As you've seen, it gets Hall of Fame shooting badges. So you're gonna go down to an 86 three-pointer right here and get 16 Hall of Fame shooting badges. Into the playmaking though, you're gonna go up to a 78 pass accuracy, all the way up to 75 ball handle, and then you're also going to get a 50 post control, and you'll have 13 playmaking badges to start with. Into the defense, you're gonna go up 1 on your interior defense. Yes, just 1. Perimeter defense all the way up, lateral all the way up, steal all the way up, block maxed out, and then boom, finish out with a defensive rebound, and you get 19 defensive badges. So if you all have seen me play or another YouTuber on the 3-and-D off guard build, this is very similar, except for the 3-and-D off guard build doesn't get 2 Hall of Fame badge categories. The 3-and-D guard that everyone uses gets 3 more finishing badges, so it gets 4, the same amount of shooting, 2 less playmaking, and 1 less defense. So it's just a little bit different, but it doesn't get 2 Hall of Fame badge categories. Like I said, it does get a tiny bit better in the attributes, but in general, the build is much better when you get 2 Hall of Fame categories. So the body shape doesn't matter, but I did go with slight, and it's going to be 6'4". What I really like about this build as well is you're gonna go up right here to get that 178 pounds, 90 speed, 89 acceleration, is that you are gonna be able to get the 80 ball handle at 99. Now, I know that scares a lot of people. You have to grind out the build. It takes a long time, but you're already gonna start with over 75, which gives you some pretty good dribble moves as well. But just as an icing on the cake, at 80 ball handle, you're going to be able to get really good moves like the Damian Lillard size up. Another thing about the 3-and-D off guard is it doesn't get the 80 ball handle. So this build really is better than the 3-and-D off guard build. This is the ultimate ISO shooting lock in the game. The two-way playmaker is the lock playmaker. This is the ISO shooting lock that you want to make. So on both sides of the court, you can dominate. Now, you're gonna go with an 80.5 wingspan. You can go up if you want to, but as you'll see, you're not going to get the same name. So if you go all the way up to, let's say right here, where you still get the 76 ball handle, it's going to give you a different name. So this is really up to you at the end. It's gonna be a two-way pass first guard. But if you go backwards, you're gonna get this super rare name, which I thought was insanely cool. At 80.5 wingspan, this is the threshold right here that you have to go with. It is going to give you, as you'll see, I went with sharpshooting takeover, by the way, you get a two-way mid-range facilitator, a super rare build that is also extremely good. You don't see that very often. I've even grinded out this build myself. I'm going to show you guys in a second, and I love it. It's going to dominate in the park, especially when it gets to that 99 overall and unlocks more dribble moves. So you have a 90 speed and 89 acceleration. If you've got Gym Rat, you're already going to start with 94 speed and 93 acceleration. If you do the, Gatorade facility workouts, it'll give you the same thing. So you'll have a 94 and a 93. Then when you hit 99 overall, you'll have a 98 speed and a 97 acceleration. So almost maxed out speed, Hall of Fame shooting badges, Hall of Fame defensive badges. You're going to be able to get park dunks and pretty good finishing even even with low finishing badges, it can literally do everything. Now into the badges though. Like I said, for the finishing badge, you want to put it on Limitless Takeoff. If you've never hit level 39, still use Limitless Takeoff. But if you have, add each and every extra badge onto Limitless Takeoff. If you're able to get gold and you've hit level 40 twice now, this build is going to be insanely good. Either way, the one badge is going to be Limitless Take. So into the shooting badges though, this is going to be something that you can, change around depending on your playstyle, stuff like that. But I'm going to use blinders on Hall of Fame, Hot Zone Hunter on Hall of Fame, on gold. Don't use this until you get hot zones though, okay? So don't use Hot Zone Hunter until you actually get hot zones. Sniper is going to be on Hall of Fame, Stop and Pop on Hall of Fame, and then your last badge can be whatever you want. Maybe Bronze Deadeye, Green Machine, Volume Shooter. This is something that I'm gonna switch around just because it's one badge. It doesn't really do a lot, but I'll probably put it on like Bronze Green Machine to start off. Into the playmaking though, this is what can worry people. The ISO Lock 3D Off Guard only gets 11 playmaking badges. You cannot go under, in my opinion, 13 or 14 playmaking badges on this game if you want to be in the ISO efficiently. You're gonna put Quick Chain on silver or gold, whichever one you want. Quick Chain on gold just gives you a little bit more combos that you might not even use. So I would start off on silver and then go into the My Court, put it on gold, and see if there's any new moves it gives you out of that. The handles for days is gonna be maxed out on gold, quick first step on gold, unpluckable on gold, and then you've got 2 more badges. You can use tight handles on bronze, which is probably what I'm going to do, and then bullet passer or bailout. This is your last 2. I'm probably just gonna go bullet passer on bronze, and you might be thinking, no, there's no way bullet passer on bronze. I use it on my facilitating finisher and my 2-way slasher, and I'm still able to win just fine in the park. It's not that big of a deal as long as you're hitting your teammates when they're open and not waiting and hitting them late. Into your defensive badges though, you're gonna get 19 Hall of Fame. It is literally like a 2-way playmaker, except for you're gonna have Hall of Fame shooting and actually be able to shoot. A lot of people made YouTubers 2-way playmakers and they can't shoot, which makes the build horrible. Ball Stripper is gonna be on bronze. You're gonna always want Ball Stripper on bronze. Chase Down Artist on bronze. These 2 badges, Ball Stripper doesn't need to be any higher than bronze. It works almost just as good as Hall of Fame, tested by 2K Labs. Chase Down Artist is the best bronze badge in the game right there with tight handles. So you always wanna make sure you got bronze tight handles and bronze Chase Down Artist. Clamps, I'm gonna put on silver for now because as 2K Labs tested, it's your best bang for buck. You might want to go up to Hall of Fame. You either go silver or you go Hall of Fame. But for now, we're gonna go silver. Our interceptor is gonna be on bronze, silver, or gold. It doesn't matter, but we'll see where we get. Pick Dodger is gonna be on bronze. Rim Protector is gonna be on gold or Hall of Fame. Intimidator is gonna be on Hall of Fame. As you see, we have a lot to mess around with. Rebound Chaser is going to be on bronze. Interceptor is going to go on gold or Hall of Fame, whichever one you guys want to, because we're kind of like in the spot where we're putting on extra badges at this point. That's how good this build is. So you can do what you want. Like for example, when you get to right here, you can go to Hall of Fame Clamps, or you can go down, you can put on Silver Hustler. Hustler is a very good badge. We'll probably do that though, right there. That's probably what it's going to look like. And that's it for the build in the badges and the build in general. All right, so as you guys see, like I promised you, I'm going to show you, I've actually grinded out this build myself. 2 finishing badges. I put my extra badge on the finishing, which we're going to put on silver Limitless Takeoff. We've already got our shooting maxed out. Playmaking is literally anything from being maxed out, and we only need 7 more defensive badges. As you see when you get into the park, I mean, just look at that. You're not gonna see very many 2-way mid-range facilitators. I think this might be the longest build name in the game, and it just looks so nice. This is definitely one of the best, if not the best, extremely rare build that's also very good. So guys, that's it for the video. Hit that subscribe button if you're new. Drop a like if you haven't yet. It's your boy Badge Plug. You've been plugged in, and I'm out. Peace.